So day two, the Saturday, the race, we were seeded. It's a reverse grid at Don River, so they start slowest to fastest. There's no prologue or qualifying. So we were seeded, off our result last year, we finished 4th overall, so we were fairly high. I can't remember the exact spot we started in. I think it was 7th or 8th from the back of the field. So we had a lot of cars to get through, but we also had a lot of fast cars behind us. So we knew we needed to push hard, try and keep them behind, but try and catch the Class 10s in front of us. At the end of the day, you are racing in class. We had a bit of a... We wanted to have a go and see if we could get the Class 10 up there. So we pushed hard. We went for it. Crack a day. We had a good run. We carried too much fuel. Didn't use as much as we thought. And we came home 5th overall for the day, 15 seconds behind Tony Falaba and his Pro Light. But yeah, it was cracker first day. We thought we were in a good spot. So Saturday Arvo, to prep the car for the following day, we go through and check CV, like bolt torques, wheel bearing torques. We basically give it a full bolt check. We mark all our bolts so that they're, if they've come loose or if they've spun. So yeah, we go through everything, pull all the panels off, we check everything, check all the shock mounts. Every moving part is checked, and obviously while the lads are checking all that, they check anything else that may be an issue. We check oils and coolant levels and refuel it for the next following day and that sort of things. Tyre pressures, make sure nothing's got a slow leak. There might be something jammed under a bead of a tyre. So yeah, we check all that, get ready for Sunday. So Sunday morning we woke up, maybe feeling a bit of pressure. We were fairly high up in 5th, probably further up than where our Class 10 with 170 horsepower should be. But yeah, it was game time. We got ready. We got our gear on. Did drives briefing. Final look over the car. The crew left to go down to the pit. We had an hour and a half sitting on the line. I was probably a bit nervous. I wouldn't say I sensed anything, but the pressure was I could feel the pressure. Sitting in the lineup, I had the fidgety boots. I just felt like I needed to get out the car. It was too hot. We were overheating, waiting forever for the other 70 odd cars to go. And then we got into it. We got to the start line and it was game time. We knew that the guys behind us were on a mission. They were in a race of their own. Talbot, Mick, Geddes, they were keen to push each other. We wanted to try and push as hard as we could. It was inevitable that they were going to catch us, but to have a go and try and stay in front of them as long as we could was the goal. We were 15 seconds off Falaba. We just wanted to push as hard as we could and see if we could bring it up into 4th. That was the game plan. We went for it off the start line, I guess. To get them to move through the rough stuff, this year we got a shock tuner on who, with everything going on, we couldn't get him to come to the car and watch the car run. We had to do it remotely, so it was very difficult to tune a car. We had a lot of footage from previous years that we were able to send him and see the car, how it worked. So he was able to send us a package to shim the car, and it was flawless. He told us how to set our ride height, which is a lot lower, obviously being a smaller car with less wheel travel than a pro car or a truck. We ran a lower ride height, kept it low to the ground, so we had the droop to keep drive, to keep it moving through the rough stuff. We had to make a compromise between running it low, and I guess that's where we sort of learned to stay offline rather than running through the big ruts. Since having it adjusted, I guess, in its valving, it was a lot better. We were able to hold it on, have a bit of a go. So yeah, it was. Yeah, we were having a ball. We were really having a ball in there. We were able to hit things a lot harder than we ever have been able to hit things. But yeah, it's got a long way to go, but definitely we were on the right track. So coming down into the spectator area was pretty cool. Before you even realise you're at the spectator area, you're in the river and you're top gear, wide open for minutes on end, and then you come around a slight left-hand corner before you can visually pick that that's a spectator area. So you're top gear, balls to the wall, and then the crowd pops out. Not that we'd go any slower if the crowd wasn't there, but having the crowd there and just through there it's great. It's great for the sport, and it's great for us. We get a bit of a buzz. But yeah, great run through there, over the jumps. There's a few whoops in there. They got a lot worse on Sunday. There was a lot more chopped out between the two jumps that were there, and then a sweeping left-hand corner, which, yeah, unreal section. To get past some of the cars sometimes can be a little bit frustrating. Whether they don't know you're there, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's definitely hard to get up on them when you don't have the horsepower to outrun them. You've just got to use momentum and try and not back off where they do back off, and try and get past them. It's a bit exciting from time to time, shall we say. We were having a cracker running the river. Yeah, and then it hit, I guess. We found a couple of big holes we couldn't see in the sand. Well, it was two big holes to be precise. And we hit the first one, and it launched the car, and then we nosedived into the second one. And it actually twisted the shock mount off the top of like the frame. So it didn't initially break. We continued on for, I guess, 20 Ks, and then one big final hit, and she let go. The car dropped till it's right. We knew it was game over. So we sat there and waited for Falaba to come past and gave him a little wave, and off he went. So it wasn't the happiest of endings, but here we are. Yeah, so sitting in the middle of the river with the front fell off factor wasn't the best feeling. We'd spent a lot of time prepping the car. You know, like I'd say well over 200 hours going through everything. You know, we didn't just do the car, we also built a trailer, and like there's a lot of other things. Jess and I moved house, and like there was so many things that went on and led to this moment. We'd fought hard the Saturday, we got up to 5th, we pushed hard at the Sunday morning. We could see we were gapping on Falaba. We knew we were picking up at the end. When you loop around, we knew we were picking up time. So we knew we were potentially into 4th, unless someone further behind us made a big shift. So to snap that mount was a bit of a helmet throwing moment. We didn't, but Aaron was there, and I wanted to drive it. I wanted to keep driving it, but that's only going to break more things and cost us more money. So Aaron suggested we just head back and crack a can and look at how we're going to come back for 2021 and give it a red hot go. So 2021, what are we going to do different? Well, we're not going to lift. That's pretty certain. We're lucky enough to have good crew, good partners. We're going to go back bigger and better. We just got to. We're just going to go back and have a bigger go. So hopefully we can find some smaller holes. Build it a bit stronger. Got a few parts coming to help bring it up. But yeah, 2021, maybe that'll be our year.